Welcome to my my second part of the Hitman Absolution Purist walkthrough. This is Mission 3 and Mission 4, Terminus Hotel, which I'm currently on now. And Run for Your Life, which is probably one of the more annoying ones, because you're always running from the cops. Okay, so you go down the left hand side, you wait for this guy. You go down into the sewer, you wait for that guy to walk past and you stay down on those stairs, otherwise you'll get spotted. Just lob that wrench that I picked up back there, wait for him to turn around and then just go to the cover right to your left. And then there's a guy straight across there. You notice if you go across that bridge right there, he'll spot you, so he'll be just standing there, the guy that's looking straight across. He'll turn around and an electrician will come, he'll bend over, walk across and then just keep twisting. Do this fairly quickly because another guy's going to end up coming, so come and get this disguise. This will help us get through undetected unless we be seen by the same guy, which is just right there. Pick up that screwdriver just for good measure and just slowly walk behind him. He should be fairly safe here. As soon as he branches off, just walk straight ahead and hit the elevator button right there. As soon as you do that, just come over here and just crouch right where I'm crouching. Be sure to do that because I've crouched in other spots and for some stupid reason one of the other dudes has come and found me. It doesn't take long for the elevator to come down, so as soon as it does, I take a bit of time, but yeah, just go press the button, enter the elevator, and we move up to the next floor. Yeah, as you see, if you don't have an item to pick up, like a screwdriver, a knife, whatever you can throw, I always just pick one up. Even if I've got one, sometimes I just switch it. It's just handy to have to create a diversion, given you've got no instinct and you can't really feign past people, so it's always handy to be able to throw something and create a diversion. So walking out here, you go straight to your left, you walk past this guy in the hall and another guy just here on his phone. Right here I become a bit hasty and I turn on the radio straight away, which was kind of dumb. Give it a couple of seconds so that the guy that just turned around first, just so he walks past and doesn't turn around, because if he doesn't and he keeps on walking, you can jump out right now as soon as that maid's there. But never fear, because even if you do it that way, he'll eventually turn around and walk off, and then all you have to do is wait for the maid to walk. As soon as she gets past you, jump out the window. This will also get you a challenge if that's what you fancy, inside job. So you just drop down there, follow the path. The simplest, easiest way to pretty much avoid detection, guaranteed. You just jump in this window and go up the stairs. You can run here if you so choose, but stop when you get to the top. Come out and get a bit of a scare. And pretty much just go across here and wait. I pick up the wrench, like I told you. I just pick up random items all the time. You can stand. Excuse me. You can stand back a bit here. I kind of stood too close, and I'm lucky I didn't get spotted, to be honest. But I mean, stand back a touch, and you might avoid getting detection, guaranteed. Just jump out that window and complete the second part here of inside job challenge. You just hop up on this ledge and just wait, go across for a second, come back just so you don't get spotted by the guy popping out this window. If you didn't already know, enemies are on set timers generally. A few of them, it's like a 50-50 balance, I would say. But you know, conversations sometimes start only when you get in the vicinity of them. Some enemies will just be on a set timer and they'll run around all the time. For the most part though, you have to set them. Like that guy there, he was only going to come out when I popped up, so yeah, there's probably going to be instances in the campaign where I show you, but yeah, just go through here and you get a tiny cutscene, but I will skip it as you said. So we move on to the next mission, Run for Your Life. This is pretty damn annoying, and I managed to get through fairly unscathed, but yeah, for the most part I got through okay, but I mean, obviously initially finding the path was tough. Just stop for a second to admire that. That's something that just kind of fascinates me, little things they put in, catch the eye. Okay, so just quickly getting that cover there. You got one guy. You can use your instinct despite the fact that you have none to see through the smoke easily here, but this area is fairly simple, just a matter of timing. Okay, so when he turns away to walk across there, and we can start walking. I didn't really need to check that, I was just seeing if I could take him out, because eventually he'll walk back and it just adds another number. So if you don't care about your points, you could pretty much just run over there and just... Oh, actually, you might not get away with it because you don't have your fibre wire, but you could give it a try anyway. So pretty much 4 enemies we have to deal with here. And obviously you can't hit any of them, and they have a fairly strategic little pattern going on. But hopefully you have an item. I'm sure you start off with an item. I didn't really recall picking one up, but hopefully you have one saved from somewhere. I think I do. I think it's a knife, and I think you get it by default, so that shouldn't be an issue. But just as watching the patterns, you'll notice the one guy to the left that only turns his back to walk back where he's going, but for the most part he's always looking in your direction. Then you got one guy over there jamming a door, being an idiot, and the 2 guys there, they're the ones you want to divert their attention. So what we're going to do here is watch the guy on the left. As soon as he turns away, throw something in the corner over there, and those 2 will turn there. You can just quickly walk down and go straight through. It might be kind of a luck based, so I got it first try, thank God, but I mean sometimes it doesn't work the right way, but that's what restart checkpoints for. Okay, so moving on to the next section. This is a bit simpler. Oh, actually no, it's not. The library, this took quite a long time to get right, and the few pacifications that I feel are unavoidable, maybe they can be avoided, correct me if I'm wrong, but just don't jump down straight away. You probably get away with it, but it doesn't really matter, because the timing of the enemies, like I was discussing before, helps when you jump down. When the guy on the right there moves on, you just move up here. Once again, move up here to trigger the guy in front of you. He'll walk forward, and the guy on the right should be sitting over there. Subdue him. It doesn't matter if that guy turns around, he will hear it, but he will not do anything. He can't see through a bookshelf apparently. Take his disguise, it will help immensely for this whole chapter, and dump his body. I would I pick up the gun, but it doesn't matter because you're never going to use something like that anyway. I just do it to fill in the time. Make sure you unequip it if you do pick it up, though. Excuse me. Okay, so just wait for him on this corner, and you should easily be able to just subdue him around the corner with a bit of a graphical glitch right there. I wouldn't suggest snapping his neck, but do as you please. Snapping necks is quicker, so it could be recommended later on. I'm not sure if it affects your score. I mean, I know you can shoot people silently and still get away with your score as long as you hide them. Grab the hammer there, and move around the left side of these bookshelves and sit on this one just here. Now, but there's just a bit of waiting here. There's actually a lot of waiting, and this mission is a bit frustrating. It just seems like they see you when you don't think they do, and it's a bit of luck. So as soon as that guy there moves across to the right, sit on this cover here, and you'll be safe for the time being until we make the next move. Yeah, this mission took quite a while, and it was quite frustrating to get the right path, but I think this is, from what I've seen. Yeah, so basically just wait and wait and wait, and that's all this game seems to be, and I love it for that. Okay, so I'll just give it a second here. He eventually is going to turn around, and as soon as he does, just give it a second though, because if you go too soon he will spot you. See his other mate just takes off, but as you see I just wait for him a little bit, you know, a second or so, jump up. Fortunately we dodged that guy, so it makes me believe we're taking the right path. Just move on down here. I went a little bit prematurely up there, but you shouldn't. Come back and just sit on this little bookshelf for a second. As soon as that guy walks past, just go straight and go down. You can pick up the statue if you want, it doesn't matter. Just see this guy here, take it easy, just wait on the corner. He eventually is just going to come back the way he came, and that will be our way up. You can just pay attention and watch him, or you can just sit here. Eventually he'll come out. As soon as he does, just move up. And here's probably the trickiest, luckiest part. In this scenario and in others, there's times where the two guys patrolling across the front go synchronized, really. They go back and forth in the same direction. That would be easier, but as you see here, unluckily both guys went both different ways, made it a bit difficult. I'm not going to throw it there, of course. The guy at the front door's a pain. He sees you often, but what you want to do is, the guy on the right, he has a longer trek back the other way. He'll go backwards twice, so he'll go, as you can see, he moves back again. As soon as this guy turns, get ready to just move along the back side of the couch. As he does, you can lob the thing in there. I assumed, like, if they were both going the other way at the same time, you could walk in there. Possibly could walk in there, but for the time being don't. And maybe if they were doing that same path, don't even do it. Just do what I did here and sit on this corner. You'll be safe for the time being. Now obviously he'll come back to his post at the front of that door. When he does, just wait for these two guys here to do the same thing as what we've discussed, and you know, look back the other ways. So we'll just wait here for a second, see how long it takes him. Shouldn't take him too long. As soon as he turns around to go, we're just going to sneak to the right hand side of that door and just walk right behind him and abuse the stealth mechanic of this game. So I get ready to go now, and I just waltz in, even though he should have seen me, and we're done. Once you get up to about the first level, I'm pretty sure you're safe to run, just if you want to save yourself a little bit of time. And yeah, there's a challenge here. If you just press Y on this light rig, you can just drop it on them and kill two people with it. But if you want a good rating, I wouldn't bother, and you just move up to the door and exit. Okay. Poor 47 falls down, and this is pretty much just a fairly standard section. It's not scored or anything. the helicopter is basically useless if you do exactly what I do here. Just keep moving. This is an awesome scene though. It's not often you see a game developer do these kind of effects with a helicopter, but that's good to see. So basically just roll along. If you can't change cover or go along it, just wait and the cover will fall down into you anyway, so don't worry about that. We move on to the next section, and the weed house, almost just outside. Go straight across here, don't worry about him seeing you, and go in this vent. And when you come out of the vent, if you do this fast enough, maybe reload the checkpoint, and they might reset the enemies for you. But if you do it fast enough, you can just quickly go across here. Should have a weapon from before. Wait until he moves, and just lob it behind those two guys there, and you should easily just waltz right to the finish. I kind of screwed up by standing up and going down. Try not to do that, and just walk in the door. Yeah, cool little part of the mission. Don't worry about the civilians, they won't spot you no matter how hard you try. And just come to the left here, grab a knife or whatever so you can throw it. You're going to need it for later on in the mission, for sure.
Nice place you got here.
And just wait for this conversation.
I like it. Yeah, we'll deal with all this later. You seen anyone pass through here? Caucasian male, bow, dark suit.
Caucasian male? Nah, that's silly, bro. We're all from California.
I could have been an architect. You, don't go anywhere. When this is over, we're gonna have a long time.
Alright, don't worry too much about that guy seeing you, no matter what. And as soon as he turns his back to walk away, you walk away. Evidence right there on the counter. That'll get you some extra points if that's what you fancy, or the achievement if that's what you're going for. Pull out your knife, sit on the corner, and just lob it just in front of him, because he'll never turn away. As you do, just follow behind that door, walk in, don't worry about the civilian. I pick up an item here first. I was getting a bit puzzled by those Y buttons. Turn on the tape recorder to start the little disco, and watch some cops party the night away for some reason while they're actually on the job. And have a little bit of an awkward moment here. A possibly gay cop. Wait until 4 of the cops are in there. That's how many you need to come in there to be clear. Don't walk past this door until it shuts automatically, of course. When it does shut, which is now, you just move up to the left here and you lob it just in front. Be careful, sometimes it might bounce the wrong way and it'll screw you out of it. But as soon as he walks away, or you can probably do it now really, as soon as he walks away, just walk over, press the call elevator button, and that's the end of the mission. It gets stuck here, I can't move like that, that's just how it is. And
Checking in. False alarm.
yeah, that's moving on to the last part of Run for Your Life. Okay, so this is probably the library. I mean, this and the library go hand in hand. The library's difficult because you had to find a set path. This is just difficult because your disguises don't work, and it's just, especially on Purist, I mean, you can't see when they're going to see you. I have a nice little trick, and it really only works when you're in a cop uniform, so if you don't have one, get it off the first guy here that you pacify. Just wait for him to walk up. But yeah, I have this trick of when I hear, at least when I hear that I'm getting spotted, I just do like a 360 spin when I'm in the crowd. You'll see me do it a couple of times coming up here. It just, for some reason, it just avoids it. if you face your back to them. I'm not sure if it's a glitch or whatever, but anyway, knock him out. Like I said, if you don't have a police uniform, get it off him there. It's not going to matter. These guys are on a set timer, like I said before. Wait until this last guy is standing there walks away. As soon as he does, you can move out, and just pretty safe to walk out this door. You shouldn't get spotted no matter how hard you try, unless you're running. Don't be afraid to hold LB and walk faster in this crowd. It's not really going to affect you. The first two guys you'll come up across here, you can pick up the bottle. I don't end up using it anyway, but no harm in having one. So you got the guy that he's shining his light at now, or around abouts, and you got the guy with the light. Wait for the guy with the light to walk to his left, like that, and then the other guy to turn to his right. And you can walk past him in with LB enabled to walk faster. They're not going to spot you any easier because of it. I just walk slowly because I enjoy the serenity, of course. The third guy you can encounter, he'll stand right next to that newspaper stand. If he is standing there, you can just walk around the back of him or wait. It's up to you. Go along the ledge. Watch the train almost clean you up. And jump through. Be careful, sometimes that guy will be looking and he might see you, but out of the 5 or so times I've tried it, he never has. And we go up, complete this objective quickly. Don't worry about that guy, he won't see anything. And yeah, we just walk along here. And watch out, just stand in that first crowd there and wait for this guy to turn around. He's got a guy to his right. Sometimes this can be a pain. There will be 3 cops there. You just restart the checkpoint until you get it right. So you've got another cop there. You can stand in another crowd. Once again, difficult on Purist because you can't see what the crowd is active. So if they are shining their light in your direction, just as you can see, turn your back, and you'll see me do a little bit of a 360 here because I'm just tricky like that. And yeah, just getting this last crowd here. There's 2 cops. There's one shining his light, there's one to his left. You can't really see him too well because he's not shining his light and he looks like a civilian. Turn your back quickly and just wait for him to come to you. They'll stand almost right next to each other. And when they do, you can pretty much just waltz around them, and then you'll be down to the last section of this mission. And they do. And like I said, you can pretty much just walk down. Be careful maybe not to sprint, because when you aren't around and civilians, you will sprint, and if you sprint you may cause an alert, and it'll probably frustrate you at this point of the mission. Okay, so pretty much just walk down, enter the first crowd that you can enter, and turn your back like that, because there's 2 guys walking up and down pretty much on different areas, so they will possibly spot you, and it makes it more difficult. It's just easier to stand at the end here and turn your back, and they won't find you. Wait the 1 minute required. Once again, on Purist, there's no hints or anything to tell you how long the train's coming, so basically just wait the real time 60 seconds for it to come. And when it comes, you'll see how to approach it and finish off this pretty frustrating chapter of the game, to be honest. I'm sure there's going to be a few more frustrating ones, but I'm sure we'll get through them together. Okay, as you hear the train is approaching, they're a bit shocked, they have no idea. Just walk around. You don't really need to do 360s. You'll notice a lot of the civilians going towards the train, so just try your best to follow them, and you should easily just be able to walk right behind that guy and onto the train. And then the ominous music starts. Okay, so that concludes the third and fourth missions on Purist difficulty. Thanks for watching those, and yeah, just be sure to like the video, spread it around. Thank you.